Hi everyone! If you're new here, welcome and great to have you back if you're a subscriber. Today I wanted to talk to you about this theme, don't dim to fit in. So a little bit of a mindset video because this sentence actually got me thinking a lot of what it means or could mean. This may seem a little bit random, but this video was actually inspired by this angel oracle card by Rebecca Campbell. It looks like this from the back and it is called Don't Dim to Fit In, and it has a question: how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And this actually caused me to think about a lot because maybe you also are somebody who is interested in the level up community here. Maybe you are on your feminine journey or level up journey, or you are just somebody who is interested in personal development and perhaps you have goals and dreams and visions and you want to become the best version of yourself. First, what does it mean to dim yourself? I was thinking about this, and to me, dimming yourself is to kind of making yourself feel somehow smaller or less than you are or what your potential could be. And if you're dimming yourself down in order to fit in with others, you're kind of preventing yourself from truly being the person you want to be or reaching your full potential, so you end up holding yourself back. So this isn't something that you should do if you have a certain vision of yourself and certain goals you want to achieve. It's not really great to hold yourself back from it just to please others. And actually there was a sentence in the description of the card I actually showed you, and it says, don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. And perhaps on your level up journey or on your feminine journey or any type of self-improvement journey, say fitness or career or anything, you perhaps have come across that you stand out from the masses. Maybe you are different from your social groups, from your friends, from your family, the people you are used to hanging out with and spending time with. So this can of course create difference also in your chemistry with people and how you interact and how people view you. And perhaps you might feel like you don't belong as well anymore, or perhaps other people are not including you in a way anymore the same way that you used to. So perhaps you have become more goal oriented, or you have changed your looks to better. Say you wear jeans and t-shirts type of gal and now you dress more fancier or different style of clothes, perhaps feminine clothes, and that does stand out actually because it is different from the kind of casual clothing culture. If you're somebody a little bit of a fashionista like I am, perhaps that's the reason why you're here as well. But so you are standing out and others are seeing you perhaps differently, or even if you are new in an environment and the people might view you as someone different. And there's also a saying that birds of a feather flock together. So you may find that some people just are similar, maybe more casual, and they want to stay together. And if someone more leveled up shows up, perhaps they might feel a little bit small, or they might be somehow triggered about you. Or, well, I don't just want to claim that everyone else is jealous of you or anything like that. That may not be the case at all. However, I do believe in the birds of a feather flock together, that somehow people with similar goals and mindsets do tend to, come along better. And if you're changing, if you're leveling up, you could find yourself not fitting in where you were before, and in that odd space it can become kind of, you might feel like you actually want to dim yourself down because somehow maybe you don't feel so included anymore in your old circles, or perhaps you yourselves, you feel like you want to get new acquaintances, network with different type of people who can help you in your endeavors, or perhaps you want to date a higher caliber partner, etc. So that can come from you as well. So in that space where you have leveled up a little bit, but you are not, you know, in the new group yet, you haven't found your new tribe yet, maybe in that weird space it can become kind of hard to maintain or continue with the leveling up, because you might feel like, well, you're a little bit the odd one out, or a little bit lonely perhaps, and you might feel like, well, should I go back where I was, and should I be a little bit more plain, or should I just make just basic job in my career just to fit in with the others, just not to get promoted over them, because then the whole dynamic changes. So maybe then you can find yourself kind of wanting to dim yourself down. Maybe you don't want the attention, because of course everywhere where you go you are going to draw in a lot of attention, especially if you dress nice, if it's something about your looks, you're leveling up, you have done your hair and makeup, your outfit is all figured out to attract the type of opportunities and people in your life that you want, and to be a part of maybe a little bit higher circles. You're going to draw in a lot of attention, because now you are someone a little bit above of the norm. So in an example, I think it takes guts and courage to be someone who stands out in any way, looks wise or just anything else, because it's kind of easy to blend in. It's easy to dim yourself down and be the same as everyone else. And when it comes to, let's say, appearance, you are someone, you know, maybe girl, you like your makeup, hair, everything. So there is also this kind of the way of thinking I find quite interesting as someone who likes to dress up, is that if somebody likes the makeup and the clothes and something like that, they are insecure, that they need to hide themselves under a layer of cosmetics or something like that. And I don't think it's that at all. Well, it sure could be that, of course, when you look good, it does raise your confidence. And for me, sure, like, I don't want to go looking like a mess to a place where it's not appropriate. And if I did, I would feel uncomfortable and, you know, shy, etc. And whereas, you know, dressed appropriately or even good, I might get better service and, you know, better opportunities, meet, you know, nice people. But yes, the point I was trying to make is that if you know, let's say you look good, it takes actually a lot of courage to be different like that, because everyone's gonna stare at you. Maybe people might have stereotypes about what certain looking people are. They could think that you're a mean girl or dumb, blonde, or some stupid cliches like this. So I'm saying that you shouldn't dim yourself down because just to fit in with the old crowd, or because you have been there, you know what it's going to be, and now you want something different or bigger and better for you. So try to keep at it and just do the type of activities and improvements that you know eventually are going to match up with you. Reading from the description of the card I was mentioned, it says, don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away, they are not for you and you are not for them. If others don't want to be around you or you make them uncomfortable, it's because you are shining light on the fact that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn on their light too, or not. Keep your light on anyway. So I was thinking about that because I feel like there's two types of people in the world in a way. You know, there are the types of people who, let's say they see someone who has something that you want. Perhaps someone looks the way you want to look. They have your dream body or your dream looks or dream career, etc. And you compare yourself to them. And I think there's two types of people in a way that, you know, one person feels lack when they see the other person. They might think that, you know, they got all the things I want and I don't, and then you just kind of, you're triggered by them and you don't want to deal with that, so you kind of ignore them. So this is kind of a way that could happen to you on your level up journey. Or someone is the other way. They see someone who has the things that you want and you are inspired by them and you want to learn more about them, see what they're doing, or if they have a nice outfit, you want to know what they're wearing, if you can get the same product or something similar to yourself, etc. Someone has the job you want, maybe you want to learn what type of jobs they have done before. You know, you're inspired or you are kind of triggered by it. And definitely it's not a good enough reason, in my opinion, to dim yourself down, make yourself smaller and give up your goals and dreams just to please somebody else who may not be helping you in your goals and dreams. Because it is also true that not always everyone is so happy for, you know, the accomplishments you have. They might be kind of belittling what you have accomplished, being like, yeah, well, that's kind of nothing. And you can just kind of tell between the lines that maybe this person isn't the most supportive and they wouldn't be there, you know, supporting your goals and dreams. They might even try to sabotage you in some way. Let's say you want to get fit and your friends might be then asking you to get some Taco Bell all the time. It's important to be, you know, aware of yourself and your surroundings and the people around you when you are on your level up journey or feminine journey, etc. Also in the card it says, the relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't, because they were likely born under the proviso of I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. That's okay. Not all people are meant to be in your life forever, but the lessons they teach us can still live on. So of course we can be in social groups where, you know, one is easily the leader, especially in girl groups. It can be like one of them is the leader and others are the followers, her minions or whatever. And of course it can be the same for men as well. And this one person who is the leader doesn't want to see someone else, you know, changing, becoming better, because they are somehow afraid that this new person could take her or his place. But once again, these may not be the, you know, people who have long-term potential unless you want to be in someone else's shadows all the time. Perhaps you have some experience about dimming yourself down. Let's say you were someone who's into fashion and then you, just before you were about to head out, you had your outfit and everything together, and then you just thought maybe this is too much or something. Then you are kind of like, well, maybe I should take this piece of accessory off, or maybe I shouldn't be wearing lipstick this bright or anything that would really make your look perfect, just to feel more comfortable, to feel more fit in, you know, in hopes for others to accept you. But it can be that perhaps, you know, while you did this, you dimmed yourself down a little bit. You were still kind of standing out from the place or crowd where you were supposed to go, and people don't still, you know, resonate with you, and you're maybe still don't fit in, or maybe even they could be like, well, okay, now she's cool, you know, she doesn't trigger us anymore, and, you know, now we can just basically ignore her, but not still invite into the group. So I just suggest it's always best to be clear on your own goals and keep your focus strong, you know, keep the eye on the prize, whatever it might be, you know, better quality life, better quality social circles, higher caliber partner, etc. Then you really need to do the level up. You need to pay attention to your physical health and looking presentable, and also doing your best to take care of yourself, and also if you want to level up in your career, do a good job and also be presentable as well, to brand yourself as somebody who would be fit to rise up the corporate ladder. Try to trust that you are eventually going to find the circle that you fit in better, the tribe that you belong to, and the people who have similar goals, and then you of course have more in common with them. So eventually you are going to feel more comfortable again. With these rambling thoughts, I would like to leave this video here, and please give this video a like if it resonated with you in any way, and please leave your thoughts down below about this matter if you have any experiences or anything that came to your mind regarding this topic. And in a conclusion, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!